I rank where the view is nothing less than phenomenal. For how I express and project from my abdominal. The only view better, both my daddy and my mama know. No living parents, my sons give me balance. My wife is my serenity, this mic is my identity. The world is foul enough, that's why I write without obscenities. Provoking danger with broken language and spoken anguish. Begging to get hurt, why would you ask to go through changes? Yes, Lord, life's a chessboard, master the angles. Control the tempo, be the one who holds the info. Acknowledge is just as deadly as machete swings. When spoken, the truth is as potent as that Medellin. While others swear the style is free, I just let it ring. Our time is undervalued, soldiers make us better kings. My fans on my shoulder, reaching after better things. Today I take the shot, for them I'd rather set the screen.
My mama told me follow my dreams. My daddy told me get it by any means. Stand tall, make him bow to a king. But I've evolved, you can see the resolve. Look in my eyes when you speaking to God.
Life and for those who we caught up in using what I was taught with the muse. I guess they call it proving I'm more than an artist. Penciling out my darkest while stenciling out a harvest. And storing what gets me from A to B, just like garages. Instrumental with collages. Envision what I've been drawing. Broadway to give you rhythm like the great Lena Horne. Soul bent on, found comfort in the storm. Find peace and on when you see them others perform. Organized chaos, outcast it like hey ya.
Yo, party people in the place to be. What's good? It's your man's Uncle Freezy. What's good? Happy Labor Day. Happy Labor Day. Hopefully, you'll have a happy, relaxing day with no labor. You feel me? Man, I'm in here looking like Shaggy Dude. I got the gym / mask beard going. Man, I'm tired. What's going on, party people? What's going on? What's up, y'all? So I changed the title of the show at the last minute. I hope I don't have misspellings in it. If I have a misspelling, somebody let me know. As far as grammar go, I don't care. It's the internet. I don't care about grammar. It's the internet. You know what I'm saying? But in terms of yo, MIG, Mig is in the building. Yo, MIG is in the building. What's good? Eli M. Tone Woo. What's good? What's good? Man, I got embarrassed at the gym. Yo, I got embarrassed at the gym, man. I put my wife, Miss Mocha, was in the gym doing her thing. You know what I'm saying? She's strong. Like her people is strong, you know what I'm saying? You know, see, she in the gym, you know what I'm saying? Like she ain't a big girl. She just strong, you know what I'm saying? She like got like 1,000 brothers or whatever. So I see her walk by. I throw 2 extra plates on the joint. I'm like, hey, look at your man. Infamous New King was good. I slide a couple of plates on there and make a noise. You know how men do at the gym. Roar! Look at these trapezius muscles. Yeah. So I slide the plates on there, man, and I'm like, what? How much is this? I'm counting 315 plus a 35 on each side. 315 plus 70. That's 385. I got it. I ain't benched 385 in like 7 years, right? I ain't been 385 in like 7 years, 6 years, right? Not because of, I just stopped going to the gym, stopped working out, decided to just get fat. You know how it is. Y'all know how it is. Going there, I'm like, yo, it's like riding a bike. Dudes in there like, yo, you need a spot, man? I'm like, you but spot over there, mind your business. I'm good. Spot yourself over there by that Gatorade cooler. I take that joint off and put it on my chest. How y'all doing today? How y'all doing today? You notice I just left the dots there, right? Y'all notice I left the dots for that story, right? Yeah. How about I left the dots on that story? But how y'all doing today? I want to get down to the nitty gritty. I got some stuff that I want to talk to y'all about, right? Got some stuff I want to talk to y'all about, man. Some good news and some bad news. I have some good news and some bad news. So I have some good news and some bad news, right? Which one do y'all want first? Which one do y'all want first? I want the good news or the bad news? Help me out. Help me out. Tell me which one you want first, the good news or the bad news? Because if you want the good news first, you are going to get some really good news. But if you want the bad news first, you're going to get some really sour, bitter, bad news. What is he doing here? Yo, why every... Okay. All right. What's good, chat? How y'all feeling this morning? Get that energy up in the chat. Let's go. Let's go. Get that energy up in the chat. Hey, so the good news is really good, great, excellent, otherworldly news. The bad news is the complete opposite. Y'all gonna be like, Uncle Freezy go to hell. That's y'all gonna be like, Uncle Freezy go to hell. Right? So which one y'all want? Y'all want the bad news? So I see bad news. I see bad. Okay. So here's the bad news. And I hate to break it to y'all like this, but I have to break it to you straight. I'm a straight shooter, and I ain't gonna disguise none of this stuff. And I told y'all the bad news was going to be really bad, right? And this is my opinion. This is my opinion. I don't just make this stuff up just to get a rise out of y'all. I tell y'all this stuff so that we can continue to have these conversations. So here's the bad news. The Knicks rookies are going to be trash. The Knicks rookies are going to be trash. Right? Mama said it's in the building. So the Knicks rookies are going to be trash. But before y'all think that I'm just bashing the players, hear me out on the reason why I'm telling you these guys are going to be bad. I don't believe these rookies are going to get enough playing time and focus to develop in their first season. Right? Hear me out. And when I say trash, I only mean this season. I don't mean career. I mean, this year, these rookies are going to look bad. Right? Trash. And I don't mean career. Don't get into it. Get off the ledge. Get off of the ledge. I don't mean Miles McBride is a bust. And I don't mean Quentin Grimes is a bust. And I don't mean my personal favorite, Rokas Jokabitis, is a bust. And I don't mean Jericho Sims is a bust, right? What I mean is this season here, they are not going to get consistent enough minutes in order to get a reasonable flow in order to find themselves as NBA players. I'm waiting on the chat to come out with torches and pitchforks right now, because I know you guys love these rookies. I know you guys love these rookies. I like the rookies too. But these rookies are going to look awful this season. And it's not because of their personal, their player type or ability, right? It's not going to look like it. It's not going to be because Miles McBride, it doesn't have NBA talent. It's not going to be because Quentin Grimes can't adjust to the NBA. It's not going to be because Rokas Jokovitis is across seas. It's not going to be because Jericho Sims has too many guys playing in front of him. It's going to be because the Knicks are in win now mode. You hear me? The Knicks are in win now mode. And they don't have to tell you that they want to win right now. You can look at the moves and draw your own conclusion. You can look at the moves and draw your own conclusion. The Knicks went out and signed 2 10-year veterans to add to their starting lineup. That immediately tells you that any young player or rookie was not even going to be considered for one of those starting spots. Emmanuel Quickly wasn't even in the thought processes of Thibodeau when they were considered starters. Naruto Goku was good. Tibbs, in my humble opinion, sometimes it's not humble, but in this case, it's very humble. Salute, Jamie Peralta was good. In Uncle Freezy's humble opinion on this subject, Tibbs said, no, we can't start young guys. They make too many mistakes. We have to take advantage of Julius Randle's window. Salute, everybody. Salute. Good morning to y'all. Happy Labor Day. And I hope it's a happy, relaxing day for y'all that work hard out there, making this country great. The writing is on the wall. If you're a rookie right now, your main job should be prepared. Be prepared, right? Excuse that, y'all. If you're a rookie right now, a young player, your job is to be prepared. Your job is to learn how to become a vet. You hear me? Y'all feel me? I want y'all to follow along. See, I prefaced this because I didn't want y'all to think that I'm anti-Knicks, anti-rookies, anti-front office, anti-coaching staff, anti-anything. I want you to recognize the fact that this team, this organization is in win now mode. Right? Win now mode. Okay? And what I mean when I say win now, I mean it. So your rookies and your young players are not going to be showcased on a team that's in win now mode. Every possession, every loose ball, every 50-50 call has to go the Knicks' way. And you know how we get there? By playing veterans and good young players. If you're a mediocre young player, you ain't touching the court. Sorry. You're just not. Because Tibbs, the front office, the coaching staff, the training staff, everybody recognizes that the New York Knicks don't have the talented roster like a Brooklyn Nets, a Milwaukee Bucks, a Philadelphia 76ers. So if you can't beat them, you know the rest. If you can't beat them, y'all know the rest. If you can't beat Brooklyn, Milwaukee, Philadelphia, straight up, ... So how do you join them, Uncle Freezy? If you can't beat them, how do you join them? In the top of the standings. That's what you do. You feed on all the bottom feeders. You feast on the bottom feeders. You can't give away games to the Minnesota Timberwolves. You can't give away games to the Orlando Magic or the Washington Wizards. You can't give away games to the Chicago Bulls. Yeah, I said it. Chicago. Yeah, that's it. You heard me right. So what you do, if you can't get fat off steak, you get fat off pork chops. I'm sorry. If you can't get fat off steak, you get fat off salad. Hello. If you can't get fat off steak, you get fat off something else. If we can't beat Brooklyn 3 times, you best believe we better be beating the Washington Wizards 3 times. You feel me? Is there a Knicks fan in here? Where my Knicks fans at? If you can't beat the Philadelphia 76ers 3 times, you best believe you better beat the Toronto Raptors 3 times. So I call 3 teams that are questionable, and we'll play them, I don't know, 3 or 4 times, maybe 4 times, 3 or 4 times, whatever. Say we play those three teams 4 times. That gives us 70. That's not about right. 70 other games where we better be in every contest. We better be in every contest. Right? I'm not saying we won't be able to beat them. What I'm saying is the thought is universally that Brooklyn has more talented players than us. We may be deeper, but they have the upper echelon talent that we don't have. We may be deeper than the Milwaukee Bucks, but we don't have a former league MVP in his prime. So Philadelphia is loaded with talent, and we may be deeper than Philadelphia, but we don't have a JoJo or a Ben. Okay? So even if we lose to those three teams 4 times, we have 70 more games where it better be pedal to the metal. And the front office knows this. The front office knows this. And they know that you can't give away any of those 70 games. In those 70 games, we have to come out like it's game 7. In those 70 games, we have to come out like our season is on the line, right? And if that's the mentality that we have to take, guess what happens for your rookies? Guess what happens to your rookies in game 7 situations? They don't play. Right? Rookies and French players don't play in game 7s if the coach can help it. If the coach can help it, French players don't get run in games that matter. Right? It's just not happening. It's just not happening. Every game is important. See, because here's the thing. The reason why those 70 games are important is because you don't want to get the 3rd seed and then have to face the 2 seed. Feel me? We don't want to get the 3 seed and have to face the 6 seed in Atlanta Hawks. We don't want to do that. Because if we get the 3 seed and Atlanta gets the 6 seed and we face them and they win, it's Heartbreak Hotel for us. You feel me? No, I am not scared of Atlanta. But what I'm telling you is, if we lose to Atlanta in the first round again, it's Heartbreak Hotel. So our goal this season is the number 1 seed, so that we can hopefully get a Toronto Raptors 1 versus 8. Us 1, the Raptors 8. And we can get over the hump. You can see the Knicks clear another hurdle. See, because last season, we cleared a hurdle. This season, you don't want to fall over a hurdle and be the laughing stock again. The Knicks' plan is to come out of the gates swinging. Unlike last season, where we stumbled out of the blocks. See, what people don't realize is we stumbled out of the blocks last year. It took us some time to get our stride, right? But after about game 30 of last year, we were one of the best teams in the league. Right? I see you, G. Robinson, and you think you funny. G. Rob thought that was funny. And that was funny. You caught me off guard. I thought you was going to ask me something else. Okay, you got me. But G. Rob, let me ask you this. G. Rob, let me ask you this. If the Knicks didn't stumble out of the blocks last year, would the number one seed have been impossible to you? Because at 20 games last season, we were under 500. I'm just saying. What if we were playing at a 55% win percentage the entire season? Or those first 25 games? What I'm telling you is this. Don't think the Knicks can't do the impossible. I just gave you the bad news. Remember, I said, I have good news and bad news. I have good news and I have bad news. Remember that? I have good news and I have bad news. Right? And I said the bad news is going to be bitter, sour. Right? Y'all wanted this bitter part first. There it is. There it is. And this doesn't take a lot of thought. All this takes is an epiphany. The easier path to the championship means we could probably go farther. Well, how do you get an easier path to the championship, Uncle Freezy? You get the number one seed during the regular season by knocking off your Sacramento Kings. We lost to them last year. We lost to Sacramento Kings last year. Y'all remember that? So a lot of teams we lost to last year that if we could do it over, we'd beat them. You remember how the San Antonio Spurs just came out and beat the brakes off us? San Antonio, the game Frank started, San Antonio just came out and beat the... Don't you wish we could have that game back? Because we stumbled out of the gate and we could never recover. Tell you another game. The Lakers game in L.A., when Derrick Rose didn't box out Wes Matthews and Wes Matthews tipped the ball in at the buzzer. The game went to overtime and they just pulled away from us in overtime. Derrick Rose, just put a body on somebody, man. Box out Derrick Rose. That's a W. You remember the Portland game we lost in Portland? Right? Where the referees took the game from Julius Randle, said Randle fouled somebody, and then they looked at the tape and they saw that Randle himself got fouled, and his flailing after being fouled is what caused contact with the Portland Trailblazer. Remember that? That's 2 more wins. That's 2 W's right there. That's 2 W's right there. It's amazing how we look at an end result as an end result and don't look at how we got these end results. Right? So what I'm telling you is I gave you the bad news. Your rookies are not going to make an impact this season. And if you're on that rookie boat, like the rookies will save us and a young one will lead them. Y'all know the saying, and a young one will lead them. Y'all know how the saying go. Y'all know the saying. Y'all been around long enough. Right? And a young one will lead them. And in theory, it sounds so romantic. You like, yo, I just wish Quickly would just break out, man, and just carry this franchise. Nah, that ain't happening. That ain't happening. I'll tell you what will happen. Since y'all ready for the good news, y'all ready for the good news? Yeah, anybody in here ready for the good part? Anybody in here ready for the rainbows and the cotton candy and the sunshine and the unicorns, the butterflies? Anybody in here ready for that? Top of the morning to DSJ, R&B singer. What's good? I just saw something. This is smart. Somebody put Bino 59 said picking off bad teams and injured rosters playing hard every game can easily get us high spot in Eastern standings. Yes, that was my point. But the thing about it though is you can't do that with young players. You have to have veterans ready to go in every situation. Right? So here's the thing. Here's the thing I've been itching to talk to y'all about, and we get sidetracked with these conversations, man. I mean, want to talk to y'all. I legit want to talk to y'all about in-depth stuff, and we get sidetracked sometimes. People are just jumping and be like, "Hey, Uncle Freezy, but did you see RJ Barrett jump shot?" Hey, bro, I can care less about jump shot patterns and free throw percentages and who wasn't healthy and who is. I could care less about that right now. You know what I care about? The addition of Kemba Walker. That is what I care about the most. The addition of Kemba Walker. Right? And I know where people, I know y'all want to get derailed. No, we're not going to bring up Ben Simmons. We're not going to bring up Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons, no. Ben Simmons is not a factor in the Knicks universe right now because he's not a Knick. What I want to do is tell you this, right? Here's the good news. Here's what's good, right? Here's what's good. The new additions, yes, new additions, not Ronnie, Bobby, Ricky, and Mike. No, not Ralph and Johnny too. No, the new additions of Kemba Walker and Evan Fournier. Not new addition, Ronnie, Bobby, Ricky, Mike, Ralph, and Johnny too. No, not them. That would be some heck of a starting five. Ronnie, Bobby, Ricky, and Mike, and Ralph. No, that would be that starting rotation would look like something David Fizdale would throw out there. You know what I'm saying? Nah. The new additions of Kemba Walker and Evan Fournier will help develop RJ Barrett, Emmanuel Quickley, Julius Randle, and Obi Toppin. The new additions of Kemba Walker and Evan Fournier will help the development of RJ Barrett, Emmanuel Quickley, Julius Randle, and Obi Toppin. How, Uncle Freezy? How? That don't make sense. It makes a ton of sense when you conceptualize two different things. Last year, you saw a primary heavy mid post up game from from Julius Randle because we didn't have enough playmakers on offense to do anything else. We didn't have enough of dribble, pass, and shoots. Right? We didn't have enough dribble, pass, and shoots last year on offense. And the frustrating thing with not having enough dribble, pass, and shoots is when you kick the ball out of a double team to a guy that can only shoot, when you ask him to put the ball on the floor, it's no bueno. Right? Or when you kick it out to a dude that can only pass, he's going to pass it back because he can't dribble and shoot. Pudge Nice is in the building. So let me whip this out. I'm going to whip this out so that you can understand where I'm coming from. I saw plays last season where Obi Toppin made the correct read, but the point guards made the incorrect read. And to you, as the casual viewer, you're like, why did Emmanuel quickly throw up a floater right there? What I'm telling you is I saw Nerlens Noel do the right thing and the ball handlers do the incorrect thing, and it led to frustrations from Nerlens Noel. And I can dig it. Chef NYK, what's good? What's good? Block 53, what's good? Sherwin M, I see you. What's good? What I'm telling you from one Knicks fan to another is, and to do a football term, to just use a football term, there were a lot of receivers open, and the quarterback just didn't see them. To use a football term. Was that the case all the time? No. Was that the case all the time? No, it was not the case all the time. Right? Well, was it the case with Alec Burks when Alec Burks was a playmaker? Yes. Because teams knew Alec Burks was a shoot-first guy. Was it the case with Emmanuel Quickly? Yes. A lot of open people were missed and Quickly took a lot of ill-advised shots. Did it happen in Summer League with Quickly and Obi? Yes. Will that happen with experienced 10-year vets like Kemba Walker and Evan Fournier? No. Right? The reason why this won't happen with Evan Fournier and Kemba Walker is because these cats have enough experience to understand when the double team is coming and when they're staying pat. When they want to ice and when they don't. Right? What I'm telling you is this. Kemba Walker is not a high assist dude. He is not a prolific sharer of the basketball. But what he is, and we hadn't had in a long time, is a threat to score from the point guard position all 48 minutes. What I'm telling you is this. Worldwide L, what's good? Hey, L, I'm about to throw this link in the chat in a few minutes, man. Hey, just let me get this thing off of my chest, and then I'm gonna open up this chat and we'll chop it up. Hey, Mama said, listen, I'm gonna throw this link in the chat in a few minutes. Rome Fall Rock, what's good? Hey, G-Man, I'm gonna throw this this thing in the chat in a few minutes, but I gotta get this thing off my chest. I have to put this point out here to Knicks fans. Kemba Walker is not a prolific assist man, but what he is a threat to score from the point guard position. And one could even argue that Kemba Walker's assist numbers are low because he didn't play with offensive threats. Go back and look at the Charlotte Hornets rosters with Kemba Walker. Who was the ride or die shooting guard with Kemba Walker? I'll wait. I know y'all want to say Del Curry. I know y'all want to say Kendall Gill. I know y'all want to say Bobby Fields. Rest in peace, Bobby Fields. You know what I mean? I know y'all gonna dig around the scrap heap to try to find a name, but there was none. Right? Here's what you should do, though. Consider this. Kemba Walker with two elite wing scorers, a low post threat, and a lob catcher. Where is the weakness in that? Kemba Walker will run the point with two wings that can shoot the three at a high percentage and slash to the basket. A power forward that can not only score on very contested shots, he is a double-digit rebounder and a high assist man. Right? What I'm telling y'all is this. Those 70 games that I mentioned in the first part of this thought, teams are in trouble. Teams are in trouble. Right? Teams are in trouble. Because if you don't bring your A game against the Knicks on a nightly basis, you may get run out of a gym. Because here's the thing that the Knicks missed last year. Offensive potency from the point guard and the 2 or 3, whichever bullet played last year. One through 10, the Knicks are as deep as anybody in this NBA. 1 through 10. Let me do this real quick. I'm gonna put this link in the chat, and I want y'all to jump in here and dispute me on this. Right? Hold on for a second. I got a rogue dog. Hold on. Hold on.
I don't see the promo. Are you running the commercial? What's good? What's good? What's good? Knicks Nation, Knicks Nation, Knicks Nation. What's good? What's good?
Hey, G-Man, I'm here. I'm away from the computer, though. Can you hear me?
Okay, I got you. I got you. I got you. I got you. So just to kind of now, first of all, let me get back in the chat and see if you guys can hear me, because I'm not at my home office right now, and you know this internet in the hotel is garbage for sure. So let me know if you can hear me, if I'm breaking up or whatever the case would be. Let me know, chat. Talk to me. Let me know what's good. If you can hear me, let me know. Let me know. Let me know. If you can hear me before I go on my tangent and go on my rant, I need to make sure I'm heard. You know what I'm saying? So let me know if you can hear me or not. Somebody let me know. Let me know. Okay. All right. That good. All right. So check this out. It's very rarely that I would agree with a total take. But you know, I agree with everything that Freezy just said, right? Because you know, when we look at what Tibbs normally does, he's not going to play more than 10 people. And look at the way our roster is currently constructed right now. You know what I'm saying? Come on now. Starting five: Kemba Walker, Evan Fournier, RJ Barrett, Julius Randle, and Mitch. That's the starting five. And then coming off the bench, you got Derrick Rose, you got Burks, you got Quickly, you got Obi, and you got Nerlens Noel. Why would you go any deeper than that unless somebody gets hurt? And I don't want any injuries on the team this year, but that rotation right there, those 10 players right there, that's saying something. And when you look at what look at the first, I want you, everybody that's on the computer right now, go to the schedule and look at the first 10 games and tell me we can't be 9-1 after the first 10 games. Stop playing with me right now, ladies and gentlemen. Stop the madness. Stop the madness. And we got out of the gate sloppy last year. We were like, you know, we were battling against people that didn't even deserve to be in the same gym with us. You know what I'm saying? That's not going to be the case this year. I'm sorry, it's not. It's not. So I mean, we'll see. We're not the only team that improved. I'm happy with our roster, but everybody else was you know, trying to improve their roster as well. But I would tell you right now, the way that our schedule is currently constructed, I see us coming out of the gate fast and quick, and you know, solidifying our position in the East. The East is wide open this year. Don't get it twisted. I know, you know, we Brooklyn's going to be Brooklyn, right? All I need 2 games out of Brooklyn, 2 games out of Philly. If we get that, it's look, I'm telling you something. People going to be checking for the Knicks this year. I'm telling you, it's going to happen. I'm telling you now. It's going to happen. Now, I also believe Florida Sun, I see you. I see you. Infamous King, I see you. Brooklyn Buddha, I see you. Sherwin M, I see you. Infamous King, I see you. Tell him, I see you. You know what I'm saying? So, oh, and my man, the original D Wade, Delano Steele Jr., I see you, my brother. I see you. I see you. I would say this, right? I say all that to say this. Last season was a jump off. It was a jump off. Savage, I see you. I see you. Salute, salute, salute. But I'm telling you right now, this season ain't gonna be nothing like last season. We got better pieces and better positions. Long Island, I see you. What's good? What's good? What's good? Listen, I want everyone before we get to cuts, Knicks, and kicks. What's good, my brother? What's good? What's good? What's good? I want everybody to take a stance, right? And I want you to be, let's say, real with what your stance is. You know what I'm saying? I want you to be real with what your stance is. If you believe what, and you don't have to agree with me. I don't expect for everybody to agree with me. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm telling you is this. Understand the pieces that we have in place. Understand what the coaching staff is, and then understand what our front offices are what they're trying to do. Now, if you understand that, you have a take, right? You will have a take. It don't have to be the same as mine, but I'm telling you right now, the 10-man rotation that we have, the coaching staff that we have in place right now, we gonna be doing big things for Brown Sugar Records. I'm telling you right now. If you ain't heard me, listen, it's gonna happen. The title of the show: Who benefits the most from the Knicks signing Kemba Walker? The Knicks benefit the most because at that position we were destitute last year. I'm talking about I could have went to the playground and got me a 19-year-old to come in and run the point for what we got in from a production standpoint. That's not. We're looking at a vet this year, a vet in Kemba Walker, and you cannot double or triple team. You can do it. You can double or try triple Julius Randle, and then see what happens. Kemba's gonna kill you. If Kemba don't kill you, he's got an asset in Evan Fournier. They can get it done. But what we all want to see happen this year, we want to see RJ take that leap, right? So if RJ takes that leap, oh my goodness, look at the starting five we got. And if Mitch can stay healthy, man, stop playing. We can play against anybody in the NBA. Anybody. I'm telling you right now, it's coming. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. But chat, let me know what your thoughts are. Let me know what your thoughts are. Talk to me. Infamous says the squad is put together, as they say, at we're here. I agree, 100%. 100%. This is going to be something to see. I'm excited. I wish the season could start tomorrow. I'm excited about the season getting started because I want to see. The thing that I'm happy about the most is we still got continuity on the roster, especially in the second squad. We added a Kemba, we added Evan, but the rest of the roster remains the same. It remains the same. So I agree with G. Robinson. The bench is the key because anytime last year that we needed a bucket, we went to that second squad. But I believe this year there's not going to be as much pressure on that second squad because of who we got in the starting five right now. Julius Randle's role is going to shift just a little bit, because he's going to get looks that he's not used to getting because he has an Evan Fournier and a Kemba Walker on the starting five. And I believe the RJ is going to do his thing as well. And again, I say this, if Mitchell Robinson is healthy this year, oh my goodness. I can see it in my head right now. Kemba comes down court, passes the ball to Evan Fournier. Evan Fournier passes the ball back to Kemba, and Kemba shoots a lob up to Mitch. Stop playing with me right now. Who's going to defend that? Who's going to defend that? Man, this is a great situation for the New York Knicks to be in. We ain't been in this situation in a decade, for sure. For sure. But I think that, I guess if there was a concern for me right now, would be that I have two concerns. One would be I need for Mitch to be healthy the entire season. The second is I need for RJ Barrett to step into the role in which we drafted him for. If those two things happen, and to Freezy's point, I don't see. I mean, there's no limit to where we can be in the East Conference. I'm not afraid of a. So this is what will happen this year. We will beat the 76ers. That will happen this year. And then if we play, I'm not sure how many. I have to look at the schedule again. I'm not sure how many times we play Brooklyn. But so if we play Brooklyn 3 times, we'll win two of those games at least. At least. You know what I'm saying? I think that people are resting on their laurels right now. They're used to playing the old Knicks squad that was constructed or whatever the case may be. That's not the Knicks team we're looking at right now, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just telling you. That's not it. Look, the New York Knicks are back. We are in the conversation right now where we want to be. And people are going to have to, they're going to have to step up. They're going to have to step the game up, for sure. Freezy, where you at, brother?
Bam. Who going to have to step up?
There you go. There you go, my guy.
Who going to have to step up?
I got to turn one of these live streams off because, okay, I'm going to have to get out of the live chat and go straight to StreamYard because this hotel Wi-Fi is not all that. I done shut everything else down.
So you can't hear me now?
I can't wait to get back home.
Okay.
But happy Labor Day. Happy Labor Day,
Labor
people.
Day. Happy Labor Day. Happy Labor Day. So, can you hear me, boss? All right. So chat. So chat. What I've been getting at, and I hope that you can follow on what I'm saying is the Knicks may not be able to beat the top-notch guys, but we can for certain handle all the little guys. Free Keith is in the building.
Yo, I got.
What's up, boss?
I got to back out though. I think my camera orientation is. Hold on.
Okay, that was okay.
I was about to say it was good to see Free Keith. Hold on, I'm gonna have to. I'm back out of the live stream and I'll be right back because this hotel Wi-Fi is killing me right now.
All right. So happy born day to Evergreen G. What's good, Evergreen? What's happening? Don't party too hard. Right? Los Knicks is in the building. Rogelio Cooper's in the building. What's good? So what I'm saying to everybody is this. And I'm going to repeat it because it bears repeating. We may not have the muscle to knock off Philly, Brooklyn, Milwaukee, but we do have the muscle to knock off everybody else. You feel me? Unity of Science was good. Was good. So we may not have the muscle, the manpower to outduel a Brooklyn team, whether they have all the big three, 2 out of 3, or even 1/3 of the big three. But what we do have is enough manpower to knock off everybody else. Boss man.
I hope y'all can hear me now.
Yeah, you good.
Okay, all right. Because look, I can't.
We can hear you before.
Listen,
You just couldn't hear us.
I can hear nothing. Everything was frozen. I got little swirling screens on my little circles on the screen and things. So I don't know if I've heard or not. But bear with me, ladies and gentlemen. Give me, today is a Monday. Give me 5 more days, and I'll be back in my palatial estate. Palatial estate. I'll be back in G-Man's man cave in my recliner, doing my thing in my position. You know what I'm saying? For sure. Bear with me. But
so
go ahead, Freeze.
Oh, so what I'm going to tell you is okay. So let me do this for free, Keith. He asked me to text him the link. Okay. So what I'm telling you is that the Knicks are going to have some breakout players, and it's going to be not who you expect.
So who do you believe the breakout player is going to be? I mean, hold on, let me make sure I got this thing muted. Okay.
No, that was me. I made a mistake.
Okay, all right.
Obi Toppin.
So before I go on this rant, right? Everybody knows how I feel about Obi Toppin. If you have never met G-Man for life, and you've never seen me in my Obi Toppin jersey when he was first drafted, and, I bought that jersey right out of the box. So everyone knows how I feel about Obi Toppin. So I just want to know from a Freeze standpoint, what is your take on Mr. Obi-Wan Toppin?
So it's not even about what Obi did last year or what he could do this year. What it's about is the complementary pieces around Obi that allows him to expand his game.
Okay.
That's what this is about. This is not about Obi taking somebody off the dribble and yamming on their head. Nah, it ain't about that. This is about Kemba Walker being a threat from 3. Evergreen, happy birthday, bro.
Peace, God, peace. Thank you so much.
Happy birthday.
For sure.
How old are you?
I'm 35 today. I'm doing garage work like real men doing their birthday. You heard?
For sure.
And
I'm gonna go steam clean the carpet, and then I'm gonna go upstairs and paint this kitchen.
And you better hurry up.
Yeah.
And I better hurry up, right?
Yeah.
You better hurry up. Yeah.
She got plans for me, so I better hurry up.
I was about to say that means you got household 6 in the building, so you got to do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Right.
So G-Man. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I just want to say I chimed in because of the Obi Toppin comment, and I had a pretty deep dissertation as to why that is true. So I'm gonna let y'all build, and then when I get a chance, let me take away this Obi Toppin subject. But go ahead, y'all. Go ahead. I'm just here. I'm here in the background waiting.
For sure. So first of all year long, I said small things about Obi and Kevin Knox. I said stuff like Obi would get into the paint and Kevin Knox would be in a dunker spot, and Obi would look at him like, "Bro, you a spot up shooter. What are you doing in a dunker spot?" Remember me saying that during the season?
Right.
Obi don't have a launch. They don't have a angle to take off because Kevin Knox is on the block. And we're like, Kevin Knox, what are you doing on the block? You're not even a power. You're a finesse player.
Okay.
Those little small things. I've been saying it all season, right? All season long, I've been saying things just small stuff, right? So what I'm telling you now is Obi had been doing the right thing last season, but he played with players that had low basketball IQ, right? Okay. So if you got 3 guys that are running the play, 2 guys are running the wrong play, and 1 guy is running the play correctly, guess what you got? You got 3 guys running the wrong play.
And it's not going to be effective.
Right. It's as basic as chocolate milk is still milk. That it can't get any plainer than that. Chocolate milk, ladies and gentlemen, is still milk.
That's crazy.
It don't matter what color you change that milk to. Guess what it is?
It's still milk.
It is still milk. So,
but y'all don't leave any room for guys to like change though.
Nah.
Why don't you leave any room for that?
Nah, that's not what I'm saying. I'm not getting to that. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying that any of these players can't change and can't grow. What I'm saying is on a base level, this one guy was doing things mostly right, but he didn't have the complementary piece to assist him. Right? It's like Obi Toppin is in the rain and he got an umbrella. He just didn't know how to open it. Now he got somebody that's giving him instructions on how to open that umbrella. Bam! It's as simple as that, right? It's as simple as that, right? And the reason why I say that is because of this. The Knicks offense was at the beginning of the season was high pick and roll. It was not ISO Randall, right? It was high pick and roll. As a matter of fact, they ran more triangle with Julius Randle out of the pinch post, passing the ball out to the corners, and his assist totals were sky high at the beginning of the season.
Yes.
As the season went along, we found out that Elfrid Payton could not be a threat in the pick and roll.
Right.
And teams did not respect the roll man to the basket so that the wing players could have driving lanes to the basket. As a matter of fact, when RJ Barrett drove to the basket, you were like, why is RJ throwing up the funny shot? He can't finish at the basket. Well, you know why? The lane is packed.
Yeah.
The lane is packed. Right? But if you get a point guard that can run the pick and roll and is a threat to shoot once they come off the screen and is open, right? If he's a threat to shoot the three, as soon as he comes around and rubs his man off the screen,
it changes the dynamic.
The big man has to come contest the 3-point attempt. And you know what that leaves behind? You know what that leaves for a wing player driving to the basket?
Lane's open.
An open lane. And you know what that leaves for the lob threat that was in that play? An open lane. And if defenses collapse and it's like, no, we're not going to let you have. We're going to bring a wing player from the corner and you know is the secondary line of a defense against that play. It leaves you open for the corner three, which we were the best in the NBA at.
Percentage wise, not volume.
Yeah, well, but percentage wise, but not volume. But the reason why we didn't have the volume is because we didn't have the threat at point guard to run the play enough. Right? These are the things that I'm pointing out. These are little things, right? Like okay, little things. Like say Obi gets three of those makes per game. Now instead of a dude averaging 4 points a game, now you're talking about a dude averaging 10 points a game, and all he did was take 3 or make 3 more shots. That's it.
Like what I'm looking at Obi right now, and it looks like his 3-ball is better.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that little thing right there, because he attempted threes, several of them last season. Like that little thing right there is your extra 6 points a game, right there.
Hey, what if he get those? What if Kemba Walker runs the pick and roll with him and gets him those 3 dunks, and he hits those 2 threes?
However it comes, those 4 points was pretty much like under the rim.
Right, but what if you get both?
Okay, then you're talking about 10 or better points.
You're talking about 16 points a game from Obi Toppin.
I'd like to see that. But like to me, anything starting in the double digits for him is cake for me.
What I'm saying is,
we got 4 guys on the front line that could give us 20, 25 any given night.
30 even, yeah, any given night.
I mean, well, I'm talking about like 30 to me would be a great night for RJ. But I feel like he could give me 20 easy.
Right.
Any of them guys is giving me 20 easy points. Right. You know what I'm saying? So like to say that like and that's not even talking about like what D Rose is going to do coming on the second unit. You know what I'm saying? There's only so many points in the game, let's say. I feel like if he gets to 16, if he gets to average 16 points a game, somebody might not be playing.
Well, I will tell you this. And then I got to let Evergreen T jump in.
So you got to think about that. Like, because like we talking about like, oh, now we at like 125 points now.
I was just about to say that. Because if you upgrade Elf from 9 or whatever he averaged to Kemba's 19, that's 10 extra points per game.
Yep.
And Kemba scores that easily. That's like
easily. That's why I said like that's why I didn't go to the 30. I was like I feel like any one of the 1 through 4 can give me easy. I can easily get 20 points out of any one of them guys. Easy. Right. Including RJ.
Right. And then the upgrade of Evan Fournier over Reggie Bullock. Right? 11
scoring, yeah. Offense wise, definitely.
Right.
Definitely we take a little bit of a defensive hit with him, but I feel like it's nominal compared to the offensive upgrade.
I agree.
I don't think we lose defensive impact.
I'm not gonna disrespect Reggie like that.
No,
I'm not gonna. Yeah, see, that's what y'all do. That's what y'all do. Y'all prisoners of the moment.
The data says
he had some very great singular defensive moments.
Yeah,
he's actually Reggie's defense have actually saved a couple games for us.
Right, and lost a couple games for us. Devin Booker roasted him. Right, and I know you're gonna say, "Well, that's Devin Booker," but you know,
I was about to say if you tell me he got roasted by like Malik, whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you tell me, cool. But he got roasted by a top player in the league? Okay. Yeah. Like, you got to give me a more, like, average player that roasted him to be able to make that point.
That's why I was getting ready to give you the win share metric. The win share metric is wins above the average NBA defender, and RJ Barrett was ranked 5th in the NBA amongst forwards.
That's awesome.
You know who was ranked 3rd?
Who?
Julius Randle.
Okay.
Ask me where Reggie Bullock was. I can't wait. I want to tell you.
Where's Reggie Bullock?
19th.
That's not that bad.
It's not bad, but it's bad when you consider RJ Barrett was ranked 5th. And he played more minutes, and games than Reggie Bullock.
But he also had different defensive assignments. He was the shooting guard. Reggie Bullock was on the wing. The wing is the hardest. Is probably the best player on most teams.
I understand, and I agree.
So you can't like how you gonna what you're trying to do is downgrade his performance without looking at the nuances of everything that was around it.
No,
RJ was guarding shooting guards. He's bigger than most of the shooting guards he was guarding.
No, I'm not dismissing Reggie Bullock. I think Reggie Bullock did a fantastic job.
I'm just saying that him versus Evan, if I'm gonna go point for point, like Evan brings a much higher level.
Tell us what Evan Fournier's win share was defensively. Give us that, and then that'll pretty much clarify everything. You know.
You mean RJ Barrett compared to, or Evan Fournier compared to?
It was Evan. I was just saying
Reggie Bullock. Evan Fournier.
Yeah, I was just comparing those two.
Okay.
I'm not worried about RJ. I mean, RJ's still here, but if we're going to discuss
RJ's here.
If we're going to discuss the upgrade at the position under the claim that RJ Barrett, under the claim that Evan Fournier is Reggie Bullock's replacement, then you have to consider them and them alone, unless we're talking about moving RJ, to the 3 position. And
exactly
the conversation.
Yeah, so that's
which I actually think he's destined for.
That's what I'm getting at. RJ Barrett is replacing Reggie Bullock, and Evan Fournier is playing shooting guard. But I'm gonna move away right quick, and I'm gonna pull up the data
because, like, I respect that more. Like, I see Reggie Bullock. New York be mad disrespectful sometimes, yo.
I love it. Evergreen, Hey, give me your thoughts, brother. Let's hear your thoughts.
Peace and love, y'all. So let me jump in here real quick. First and foremost, I hope to see everybody at the home opener, all of the MBK affiliates. I will be there live and direct. You know how I give it up. I get real live when it comes to this type of stuff here. So, I'm gonna repeat my dissertation that was so eloquently presented on on one of our affiliates, Die Hard Knicks podcast. Big shout out to Eru. All right. So my claim is that Obi Toppin at this point in time is indeed the most important Knick on this team right now. What the potential of what he brings and what we need on this team is really for Obi Toppin's success to at least keep him on the floor for 18 minutes. And
Right.
here's why I say that, right? So clearly there's no debating that, Elfrid Payton is an upgrade. We needed a better point guard. The Elfrid Payton upgrade from, with Kemba Walker is an upgrade. You know what I mean? We needed that.
Right. Yep.
We needed more scoring from the shooting position coming from Evan Fournier. That's obvious that was made, right? So now you spread the floor, right? Now the floor is spread every which way. And the same thing that we were complaining about Julius Randle in the beginning of the season, as well as last season, was that he just doesn't have any space to work to do what Julius Randle does. With that being said, nobody was expecting Julius Randle to shoot 40% from three this year. No one was expecting him to become a stretch four. From the player that he was, I mean, I can't think of a last player that, had horrible 3-point shooting percentages and then randomly came out of nowhere and shot over 40%. I think the last big man type player to do that was like a Robin Lopez. Like, other than that, there hasn't really been many.
You're 100% right. That's why they call his jump historic.
Right. So he just went from this guy that was a power, a true power forward, to say the least, to being this guy that can, essentially do it all, right? So the one thing that we need from Julius Randle is a damn break. That's it. He is, we can look at him now and say, based off of what he gave us last year on his historic season, that he could potentially upgrade, but where, right? Where is he going to upgrade from? Is he going to upgrade and get us to 43% shooting from three? Is he going to have a higher percentage from, field goal percentage, which is highly likely given the space that we just generated with Kemba Walker and Evan Fournier, right? So what is it that we need from him? Do we need him to increase his handle? Well, maybe that handle will look a lot better when he has space. And just these two acquisitions of the two players that we have, it automatically grants that, to include the health of Mitchell Robinson, who is really going to be the only guy that should be hanging out in the paint anywhere. So Julius Randle has all the space he needs. But if Obi Toppin does not produce a little bit better than what he was doing last season, then I promise you will see Julius Randle in the same exact position that he was before, playing 37 to 38 minutes a game. So if we can get Obi Toppin to play 18 minutes, and you have Julius Randle playing a solid 30 minutes, all of that extra effort that Julius Randle would have put in for those last 8 minutes, playing 30 minutes, the last 8 minutes for a 38-minute total game, all of that effort, he could put that in the 30 minutes, as opposed to having to save himself. And you're seeing so many games towards the end where Julius Randle is completely gassed and he's digging and calling in for Jesus to help him out and make some of these shots. And a lot of those shots were falling. So what I'm saying is, Obi Toppin, regardless of how he performs, whether he performs as the lob threat, whether he performs as that spot up 3-point shooter in the corner, which he kind of succeeded at a little bit, or whether he's that guy that's playing in the post where we thought he would have been playing in the first place, regardless of how he produces, He just simply needs to produce, right? And that right there is going to change everything because we already know what Kemba's going to bring. We already can assume what Evan Fournier is going to bring, and we can hope that RJ Barrett in his position is going to bring us a little bit more, get us to 20, maybe 22 points a game. But what left is there to upgrade? What left is there to upgrade? And if Obi Toppin is able to get the trust of Tom Thibodeau enough for Tib to say, keep him on the floor, enough to look at Julius Randle and even say, even wave Julius Randle off and say, you know what, Julius, sit down a little bit longer because Obi's got this for a little while longer. Then I promise you, when Julius Randle comes in, he doesn't have to feel that pressure. Granted, he's not going to feel most of it anyway because he's got, this studded starting lineup, but he doesn't have that big obligation, that big weight on his shoulders to say, I'm going to be the guy that's going to take the last shot. I've got to be the guy that's bring us back in this game. And that is all incumbent on his fatigue level. That is all because you feel so much more pressure when you're fatigued and you got that ball at the top of the key and everyone's looking at you like, we got to do something, right? It's not so much we got to do something. It's I got to do something. But if you give him a little bit more energy, you give him a little bit more time and energy. That's all I'm asking for. So Obi Toppin, if you are hearing this, if your Pops Duncan's Delight is hearing this, your job this season is to produce however you produce. Produce just a little bit more for Tibbs to trust you. And I guarantee you, we will see so much more success just off of that alone. Peace and love, y'all. That's all I got to say. I'm still here listening, though.
Hey, everybody.
Okay. So this is I agree with what most of Evergreen had to say, right? I think that there are some components here that we're missing, right? So number one, I don't see Kemba and Obi on the floor at the same time. That's not how the Knicks are constructed right now. That's not the rotation. What we're talking about right now is Kemba on the floor with Julius, him and Evan, giving Julius the availability to go out and create his own shot without having to be double and triple teamed, which is going to make it easier for Julius. What we talk about Obi Toppin is this. I think that at some point, then when we talk about the second unit and how long the second unit plays, I think that's the discussion we need to have. What is the point production from the starting five, and when you transition to a second unit, and how long the second unit plays? Because I believe that the second unit, as currently constructed, these guys know how to play together, right? So when we need the buckets, who did we go to last season? We went to the second unit, but we don't have that problem this year. So from Obi's standpoint, there are a couple things that he needs to improve on, and I love Obi Toppin, but foot speed, I need for him to get that foot speed together. If Obi can get that foot speed together, I see no reason why he and Julius can't be on the court at the same time. But right now, he getting beat. He getting beat bad. So, I mean, I need to see that. And there are levels to this, right? So we're going from last season to this season. He has improved over what he did last season. Tibbs, I think, has a little bit more confidence in his game than he did last season. Based on what we saw in summer camp, we had to see what goes on in training camp. I haven't seen training camp yet, right? So once I see training camp, then there will be another discussion on where we go, what's going on, and blah 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 blah. Right? That's the 28th. This is the 6th of September right now that I'm talking to you. Training camp won't start till 28th. So once I see Obi in Obi form, I'll let you know where my stand is at that point.
What?
I'm just saying. Freezy, listen. I I'm a realist, right? I'm a fan, but I'm a realist at the same time. So I have been on record for saying for the whole last season, Obi Toppin needs a year to get his game level up to what he's supposed to be doing. That has been his trajectory his entire career, high school and college. So why do we think it's going to be different when he comes into the NBA? Just because someone says that when I draft you, you're supposed to be NBA ready? What does that mean? Who says that? Why does that make that relevant?
Man, turn
I mean, it
your
obviously
Obi
wasn't. It
Toppin
wasn't.
jersey in right now.
It obviously wasn't relevant for Frank.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. It wasn't. But this
And cats formed a church around him.
Hey, listen. This is what I'm saying about my man Obi, right? I believe that this year he had a summer camp he didn't have last year, which nobody had, right? And people always come up with the same lame argument, right? Oh, nobody had a training camp, nobody had a summer camp, and all blah 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 blah. You know what? I ain't trying to hear none of that. But see, what people do is they try to form an argument over specifics that they don't want to apply to everybody else. So when I tell you Obi Toppin needs a year to get going, oh, well, nobody had a year to get going. Yeah.
Bro, I was born on Twitter though. I was born on Twitter, so I always argue, bro. That's where I'm from. But G-Man, hey man, the principal is looking for you. He wants you to bring your Obi Toppin jersey to the office when you come.
Let me explain something to the principal. Let me explain something to the principal. Number one, Mr. Principal, you're not worthy. That's number one. Right? So when I tell you the things that I tell you, it's not because I just went out and you know I got I don't even know what to call it. I'm in a hotel, bro. I don't even know what to call it. Listen, I have not wavered off my Obi Toppin ever. I have always had the same take, and I will stand by it to my dying day.
But you're wrong, G-Man. You're wrong right now.
You know what? That's your opinion.
No, it's not. No, it's not an opinion. This is a fact.
Okay.
Listen to this fact.
Okay, go ahead.
Listen to this fact.
Go ahead.
Just because the starting five starts a game together,
right,
doesn't mean that they're going to play with each other the entire game.
I agree. That's
Cats act like it's like some defining line at some point, and all the starting five sit down and the second team come in
it's not a shift change, bro.
It's not a shift change. Like cats are coming in like it's gonna overlap.
You can mix and match, but I'm asking you this. Let me ask you this: up until the last half of the season, when did you see Tibbs make those type of substitutions?
We didn't have Kemba Walker.
Okay. So now,
we got a whole different team now. Like this is a whole different this is a different ball game.
Right.
I agree.
Right.
I agree.
This is a different ball, and you know why it's a different ball game? Like I feel like I disagree that Randall can't get better.
Who said Randall can't get better?
Evergreen.
That Evergreen.
He said there's not room. He said there's not room for Julius Randle to improve.
He's not a superstar yet. There's room for him to get to.
No. What I'm saying is, when you look at the numbers based off of what he did last season, it's hard for us to give a definitive answer as to what he needs to improve for him to be considered the superstar elite player. Does he need to improve on rebounding? Does he need to improve on
3-point percentage?
Does he need to improve on 3-point percentage? Because when you
40%.
No, what I'm saying is when you go across the top of the line and you start to compare the stats of a lot of the superstars at these particular stat lines, he's right there amongst them. So which one do you choose and say, Julius Randle, this is what
It's
you both
not so
want to
much
get
just
better?
a stat. It's like, okay, you need better on ball awareness. You need to pass out of double teams quicker. Like you need to, there's actions that you need to. There's actions that he needs to be able to execute
Trust.
quicker.
That's
Like
what
Right,
you
right.
do.
But my
there are
so
things and those are the little things that actually increase like those stats to push him into superstar level.
so I'll ask this. I'll
I
ask
think
this.
he can. I think he can and will, to tell you the truth.
And you know what? Me and you
Like
are on the same.
we're about to see the season of superstar Randall is what
Right.
I feel.
Right. Now, the reason, again, the reason we are about to see the season, and I agree with you wholeheartedly, brother. The reason we are about to see the season of superstar Randall is because the one thing that gave Julius Randle all of the difficulty in the world of passing out of the double team and things of that nature was space. He don't have that space. So I'm not saying that
I'm
he was
on your team.
bad.
Those are the things that I agree with. I'm on your team with that.
Right,
To me,
right.
that is what's going to actually, you're 100. And I've been on the record saying it. Like, this is why this is why I knew, like, Quickly wasn't getting traded. This is how I knew, like, our pickups was going to be sharpshooters in some kind of way, is the fact that, like, we could all see for the lack of more space, him and RJ would have eaten the league alive.
You know when it starts?
Right.
You know where it starts at, though? It starts at the point guard position. Where
Okay, now we got a point guard who can hit from range, who gotta be double teamed. That's beautiful.
Right,
I need to have people on the court that gotta be double teamed besides Julius Randle.
Right.
Bang.
So we're
Like
in agreement.
cats keep thinking like, they're gonna be co-stars, this, that, and the other. Like, nah. Evan and Kemba is there to help Jules.
So
Let's not get it twisted. Like, this is Randall's team.
We're in complete agreement then that it's not that Julius Randle needs to improve on that skill set, right? Because I wholeheartedly believe that the skill set is there. It's that the players that we had weren't there to show Julius Randle's attributes. So it's not that he needs to improve because he's good at doing it.
They weren't complementary. They weren't complementary pieces.
Right. They weren't the guys that would provide that, you know.
Right.
He tried to get that up with Reggie, but Reggie wasn't consistent enough.
Right. And you know, he tried his best to do what he did, but a lot of times, you know, our team was looking at him, you know, especially the starting lineup was looking at him like he is the savior.
Like, shoot the ball,
stand around and then get double teamed.
Yeah, shoot the ball, Julius. What you doing?
Right.
As I'm triple team. Okay.
Yeah.
So again, all of the things that we want for Julius Randle to be successful has been addressed.
Yep.
Yes.
Like there's no the biggest thing that we needed from Julius Randle was space. Right? We saw the potential in the 2019 season. You know, the 2018-19 season. Oh, man, if this dude had a little bit more space, no handle Randle was spinning into traffic. He's spinning into traffic because everybody's standing there looking at him except Marcus Morris.
Because there is traffic. He's spinning into traffic because there is traffic.
Right, he's got no place to go. He's got no place to go but to the hole.
Ain't nobody else on the court that need any attention but him.
Who you gonna kick it out to? Mo Hawkless? Alfred Payton?
Stop.
So
but look at how it looked. Look at how it looked when Mook was there, though.
Yeah, because Mook was shooting lights out. He was shooting 43%.
You couldn't not give him the ball.
Yeah, he was shooting over the top of the defense, though.
So yeah, that's another thing. They both were staring, looking at each other. You know what are you going to be? You know they had the LeBron James first year in Miami effect. Who's going to take the ball, right? So what I'm getting at is everything on surface value that we see with Julius Randle, as far as, you know, needs improvement, right? As far as him not getting, you know, an A-, you know, or A rating, is really not his fault. So we've addressed all of the faults. Now, what is something that's undercover that we can use to say, if this happens, then Julius Randle will play better? And I'm simply saying that Obi Toppin's success, regardless of, and again, you know, I held my tongue on Obi Toppin's not going to be playing with the starting lineup because I didn't really allude to that at all. But
no, we good.
We know that if we know just basics, if you have a little bit more energy, you produce better. And the only thing that's going to give you more energy in 48 minutes is time on the bench, especially if you're a starter who had already been averaging 37, 38 minutes a game. So that time on the bench that he's sitting there, there's many times that we all saw where Obi Toppin got put in the game. Tom Thibodeau screamed Obi, and in the next dead ball, Obi was out of there.
Yep.
And then Julius Randle was like, God damn, I'm back. Yep. Right? So we gotta get to a point where Tom Thibodeau shuts his mouth, not because he's acquiescing to the players that we have, but because Obi Toppin is actually producing enough to say, all right, I can trust him to leave him on the court for 18 minutes out of this game, and now I'm gonna give Julius Randle these other 30.
I don't put that on Obi as being the most important.
So let me ask this question, because I don't want to stray too far off topic, right? So the question that's down here in the comments, who benefits the most from the Knicks signing Kemba? Is it going to be?
It's Obi Toppin. It's Obi Toppin.
Nah, Mitchell Robinson.
And so I'll explain to you real quick why it's Obi, right? Man, that strawberry thing is killing me, man. I'm trying to eat healthy. Hey, Freaky, this strawberry smoothie is tearing me up, bro. It's strawberries, man. What's happening?
Keith, what's wrong with Freezy this morning?
I was in the weight room this morning, right? And I got under 385 because my wife had on her gym clothes. She was looking nice in the gym, and I just wanted to show out for her. And hey, what's up, boss? And
what up?
I ain't gonna say the rest. I snatched that joker off. Raw.
Yo, what's it?
And I ain't gonna tell you.
What we got this stat sheet up for? What's going on?
You asked me a question.
I'm like, now you're making it uncomfortable.
Now you asked me a specific question,
like,
bro.
Okay, so like I can't even remember the question. It was like this, but this joint is taking up like 98% of the space.
Yes, and they got Uncle Freezy.
What are you doing, man?
They got me in a corner. You asked me. Yeah, y'all asked me about the defensive win shares for forwards, right?
Right.
And so I said, okay, well, I will jump off the screen and find it and then put it up. Remember me saying that? So I did that, right? And I just want to point out the company in which Julius Randle and R.J. Barrett kept this season defensively, right? Ben Simmons, Tobias Harris, Joel Embiid, Jimmy Butler, Paul George, DeAndre Hunter, Joe Ingles, Giannis Antetokounmpo. That is the company defensively.
I don't listen to cats when fans who just blanketly hate Randall for some reason, like say like, oh, and he doesn't defend. I know they don't watch basketball. I know they don't watch basketball. Like our team was defensive. Like we had a defensive team. Well, how do you think that happens? Like who's playing the defense then?
Right. No, bro. I agree with you, and you're right, and you're right. But sometimes we have to acquiesce to the sensitivities of a common Knicks fan, because if you don't, they will call you a hater and a anti-Knick.
So we got acquiesce, sensitivities, and strawberries all in the last two paragraphs.
Yeah.
AD, what's good?
AD coming in here with punchlines. He ain't tell a joke.
Good morning, Free Keith, Sarge, Evergreen, Danny Landis. Boy, Danny looked like he going to a wedding this morning. Danny, where you going? I just want to jump on real quick with you guys and just salute y'all real quick. I'm not going to hang out, but I'm listening. Just want to salute all y'all. Happy Labor Day to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Stay safe.
Happy Labor Day, man.
Yeah. But I'm about to go get my work in. So know what I'm saying? Stay safe out there, gentlemen.
Stay off that parkway.
AD, your show.
Yes.
The numbers are. All I'm saying.
Did not tell him last week that I will mollywop the West. Stop playing. Stop playing.
Knicks freestyle barely pulled it out this week with the numbers.
Wow. Wait, what?
Knicks freestyle barely pulled it out this week with the numbers.
Barely, yo. I didn't really even like that.
Old school Knicks.
But don't worry, though. Don't worry. We got something for you. We about to turn it up.
Listen, I want y'all to get into the mindset of being
Freezy, though. Yo, that the pod couple. Yo, that y'all intro. All right, I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
I'm just saying, we coming. We coming.
Yo, just relax is all I'm gonna say. Just relax. Everybody just relax.
No.
Just relax. Because when it starts popping off, I don't want to see, you know what I'm saying? Like cats start acting erratic, like they didn't know what was coming. Just relax. Just relax.
Y'all chill out in second and third place.
Just chill out and relax. Everybody relax.
All I'm going to say is this. The Pod Couple fan base, I need y'all to stand up. You know what I'm saying? Because right now we got delusional people in the building.
My freestylers, like, yo, just make sure y'all pulling up bright and early every Friday. I'm bugging out. Every Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. Like, because we got special treats for y'all. Pull up.
Keith is just saying, y'all watch the throne and chill out.
I'm just saying, everybody chill. Relax. Relax. You hear the sirens in the back? Relax. Move out the way. Move out the way. Relax. Let it pass.
That is not what's going on. That is not what's going on.
Wow.
But you know what? I will be there every Wednesday for free.
That's right. Look at that. Because we're that interesting. What time is yours again? I forget.
Oh, you would. But I would tell you this.
Tell the people. Tell the people.
I'm going to tell you this. On the show on Wednesday, I will make sure to remind the people that we are on every Thursday at 6:30 with a super chat. No doubt. So you can't miss it.
Man.
All I gotta say is we on every Sunday after church, after the goodies, after the goodie basket, you know. That's when we on. We ain't even got to pull up, baby. Pull up.
I'm pulling up. I'm pulling up. I got stuff to get off my chest.
Pull up. Absolutely. But yo, y'all stay safe out there. I gotta roll. Peace out, fam.
Be good, brother.
Yeah,
man. Hey, this all family right here, bro. And this is why I love this platform, because it's all family. You know what I'm saying?
And we all fans. This ain't no media hype.
No, none of that.
This is the biggest barbershop on the planet.
For sure. I tell people all the time, miss me with all that hyperboles and all the other crap that you got going on. We talking Knicks basketball for sure. If you don't want to understand and hear true Knicks fans, there have been Knicks fans for years. They have gone through the turmoil and the torment for years and years and years, and we're actually happy to see us proceed to be coming out of the smoke. If you don't know what it's like, why are you here? Listen, I will tell you this right now.
For Knicks fans, by Knicks fans, you can't do no better than that. Like, better.
This is the Knicks morning drive. I'm telling you right now.
Get it off your chest.
This is the Knicks morning drive. It's 72 people in here. It's 38 likes in the building right now, and that's the upside down of the apple cart, right? I need for the likes to match the about.
Well, maybe they don't like what you're saying. Maybe I need to have better takes. Maybe that's how we get the likes up. How do we get the likes up?
Yeah, well, I think what it is, they don't like your face.
Ooh, that was deep. That was
Oh,
deep.
that was
That hit me
grimy.
deep.
That was
That
grimy,
hit me
man.
deep. That hit me
But you
deep.
know what? But Keith, I'm gonna tell you what. I like your face, my brother.
Whoa.
You my man, 50 grand and all. You know what I'm saying? We always gonna be at it. Charlie Buck cousin is in my home state of Florida, and doing this thing right. And I'm telling you right now, I'm missing my home state. I've been in Indiana way too long.
Hey, let me ask CWC. CWC, what's good? How you doing, bro?
What's good?
Hey man, so what you think about the defensive win share metric? RJ Barrett ranked 5th and Julius Randle ranked 3rd. What do you think about that?
I can't talk.
Is he frozen? Or I just seen him frozen?
Might be you.
Mic is lower.
It's me. It's hotel Wi-Fi. Hotel Wi-Fi.
Hold on. Yeah, my Wi-Fi good.
Nah, your mic low. You got we can barely hear you.
Hold on, I'll come back in, okay?
Okay. All right. So,
but nobody is arguing that RJ and Randall aren't like better defenders than like Knicks fans feel they are, because that's always what happened. Like now I'm seeing Knicks fans talk about like, oh, Evan Fournier was a defensive downgrade. We got a defensive downgrade from Elf. Like you was championing him as a defender before. Man,
right.
People we want, like they need a boogeyman. Like they need, so we gotta give people what they want.
You can't me.
Right. And so the casual Knicks fan, sorry about that, G-Man. But the casual Knicks fan sometimes is 2 to 3 steps behind. Like when I said Elfrid Payton can't shoot, but he had the #1 defensive possessions against #1 scoring options. They was like, oh man, Uncle Freeze, that don't mean nothing. And then he leaves and goes to Phoenix, and now they bring up the fact that Elfrid Payton played good defense. Why did y'all say that when Elfrid Payton was here? Why did we say that when Elfrid? And the same thing about Reggie Bullock. When I mentioned Reggie Bullock in that same category was ranked 3rd out of 360 players. Reggie Bullock ranked 3rd, and Elfrid Payton ranked 1st. They wait till my man signed with Dallas and then bring it up. Oh man, we're gonna miss Reggie Bullock defense.
Yeah. Now you miss him, man. Get out of here, man. If you don't get out my face with that nonsense, man.
But when he was here, nobody showed him that love.
Some of us did.
Well, G-Man, you know what? I shouldn't speak in absolutes, G-Man.
I was about to say. We just had this conversation. I was about to say that. Right. So let me ask this question, right? So when people talk about the defensive paralysis that these two players, you talk about Elf and you talked about Bullock. So how does the offense that comes up negate the defense? Does that play a role in there someplace?
The defense, but see, here's the thing: when cats collectively invest in Hayton, they don't really they can't see it. They can't do anything but get returns on that investment in hate. So they can't see any of the positive things. Like some of us was talking about what even Tibbs said why he ran with Elf.
Right.
Nobody wanted to hear him. We hate Elf. He's the worst. Nobody wanted to hear him or understand why. Why is Tibbs running with Elf? Why is he told you why. And now you, the same guy who was hating, not you, but I'm saying you, XYZ fan, the same guy is hating, is coming back like, yo, like he was one of our top defenders, but you hated him.
Right.
You wanted him gone.
Right.
You said Frank should replace him.
And
That's what was said.
Not even going in the offseason. They were like going right now. They were like if Elfrid Payton.
Y'all clowned his moms.
Yeah, was like, if we don't get on the plane to Atlanta, we good.
These are the stuff that now he's a loss defensively. Man, I hate the hell out of Knicks fans, yo.
Especially the ones on Twitter. especially the ones on Twitter, bro. The ones on Twitter, I could deal with other Knicks fans. Like I could deal with Knicks fans in general, but the ones that have a home on Twitter, like the ones that tweet at least 30 times a day, I can live good with less of them in my life. Because the whole thing, RJ Barrett might be 6'9". RJ Barrett ain't no damn 6'9".
Yeah, come on, man. Let's stop this. Like, that's a rumor, and let's stop this nonsense. He did not grow 2 inches in 2 months, yo. Stop it.
Stop it.
Stop.
Look, listen.
Let's stop the nonsense and just like carry on with our lives.
Look, let's have a legit conversation about the real life New York Knicks, right? That we know what their height, what their percentages are, and what they can contribute to the game. You know what I'm saying? So
I got you.
The rest of it, all this hyperbole that we got going on and things that people want to talk about, it's a certain thing called, ladies and gentlemen, I ain't had to get in my position in a long time. And you don't force me to get in my position in a hotel. But I'm gonna have to go ahead and do that. So I'm gonna tell you this right here.
Pause?
Yes. No, I'm not pausing today. No, Freezy. Cause you got me in my feelings right now. So what I'm gonna tell you is
because you don't believe Obi Toppin can be great.
I believe if nobody else believes, I believe Obi Toppin is going to be the next best thing to happen to the New York Knicks. I'm telling you right now, it's going to happen.
So?
It's going to happen. It's going to happen. Now, I will. Let me preface this by saying we have to have the right pieces around him to make him great.
If anybody could be the next best thing if the thing is tailored to them. Like
right.
that doesn't. You gotta break out into the next best thing for that to happen. Like you don't get it so that you become the next best thing.
I get that, but I believe that what I saw and again, we're talking summer league. We're not playing against
I like him. I think he's definitely well improved.
I agree. I agree on 100%. So
and he grew 2 inches. I'm just saying, bro. As a Knicks fan, I had to add something weird to the conversation. As a Knicks fan. It's part of the book you get when you first enter Knicks fandom. Like you just have to make up some random facts.
Like
he's like, like what Katz was doing for Frank. Like, he was the only teenager in NBA history to shoot a 3 from the wing on 1 foot.
Right. In the back-to-back game.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
oh my God.
Because they did it with Frank. They were like, we were legit like, well, Frank handles look exactly the same. They were like, well, he grew 4 inches.
It took your boy like 3 years to get to a 20-point game. This IQ came out the box hitting 20 points a game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let me ask this question. How long do you think it's going to take? Now, I love Knicks fans. I love y'all. Yeah, I mean, we brethren and sisters, right? But how long you going to think it's going to take for people to start hyping up Deuce and Grimes?
I mean, they're gonna have. They're looking good, but they're gonna have to get some. I think cats are really kind of trying to wait and see how they look on the NBA floor against NBA people before they for real get. Which I could dig. Like I like them a lot, but I'm reserving any hype right now until I see them against NBA cats.
I'm with you. I'm with you on 100%. 100%.
Which is the situation I like. This is how a functional good team operates. Like, they could go ahead and like bubble in the wind. Like, they don't need to play every game. Like, you know what I'm saying? They could develop and we still win. Like, this is how it's supposed to be.
Right.
We got good things bubbling in the background.
I agree. Look, I
think actually of the 3 of them, I think Sims might be the most impactful. He might turn out to be the most impactful. Quiet as cat.
It's amazing that you say that because I feel the same way, and I think that he
got some Blake Griffin in him.
He does. He's
very bouncy and springy. He's very Blake Griffin early prime Blake Griffin.
He's very athletic, and athleticism is something that you can't take off the table. You know what I'm saying?
And it looked easy for him. Like it looked easy. Like he's effortlessly like jumping with his head above the rim, like effortlessly.
Listen,
I don't like it. It looked like he has to slow himself down.
Listen, when the Obi Toppin comes and says that this dude is jumping out the gym, that says a lot to me.
Because they were saying the same thing about Obi. Nah, but you can see it in game. Like, like
the eye test.
Like he got body. Like he's getting up. I like that. Like, so I think my dark horse is Sims. I think like he's like, of those three, he might be the real like, oh snap! I can't believe we got him.
Right.
But the key right there, Keith, is this, right? Sims is young. When we talk about a Kemba and an Evan Fournier, those guys they got years in the league, right? So when we're talking about building a Knicks roster, a Deuce, a Grimes, and a Sims, that's their future. When you combine them with,
and that's how a good NBA team operates.
Exactly.
You got the good guys waiting in the wings. You develop that talent as the good guys who are currently in front of them do the winning, and you rotate out as necessary. And that's the Spurs way. That's the like that's what a good team does.
That's how you build
if you're a good team.
Yeah, that's how you build a team. Facts. I agree 100%. And we agree to disagree on a lot of things, but this right here, I'm solidified. I agree with you 100%. Sure.
Sir, it's like, and cats are mad at that. Like they're like, oh, I'm gonna be mad if Grimes and don't play. Like you shouldn't be mad. You should be glad.
Yeah.
That means that we're winning and we got good guys in the back. You know what I'm saying? That might be the team, the team of the future in the next like 3 years. Like
for sure.
Good.
For sure. I agree.
And we got guys on the team that do different things too. That will make us so good too. You know what I mean? We got shooters now. We got Grimes, we got Fournier, everybody. And Obi stepping up with his shooting too.
Dude, our team is so well balanced, yo. Our team is so well balanced right now. I just can't express how. I'm just waiting until after this all season. After this off season, I just want to see that first preseason game. It should tell me everything I need to know.
Mm-hmm.
And the three teams that beat in the NBA league is the Knicks, the Lakers, and Charlotte. Those are like a three deepest team in the NBA. Like process, depth wise, everything.
Excellent.
Yo, Charlotte got like 4 point guards, man.
Charlotte definitely got. They definitely got a. But so do we. we got a rack of.
Oh, they got really Graham. I forget they got really Graham, right? That's like the New Orleans.
We might have. Actually, quietly, we've got nice depth, and that might be our secretest of secret weapons, yo.
You know what? Yeah. It's amazing that you bring that up because I had said this on another show that I was on a couple days ago, right? I do not see a team now. It's probably two out there that have a better 10-man rotation than we have, or equal to. Equal.
Be like you're gonna either play your best people like in an inordinate amount of minutes than you normally play them.
Yes.
Because we're gonna eat your second unit, you know that off top. That. Off top.
Eric Rose, top
when you see us, your best players better be prepared to be out there for 40 minutes.
That's right.
And that's where we gonna eat because cats are still getting subbed in and out. Our guys is gonna be fresh at that time still.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
And
I'm
Trae Young gonna have to play defense too. He gonna have to play defense. I'm looking for that game, the whole game.
Defense ties you out.
It does.
Defense ties you out. You can't play. You play 40 minutes. You ain't playing. I tell you that last 5 is not going to be your highest defensive portion of the game.
And look, it's not going to be your best offensive performance.
And it's not going to be your best.
The last time.
Especially if that ain't your norm.
Exactly.
Especially if you ain't out there normally for 40 minutes.
Man, look.
Hey, you heard about Bulla? Hey, you heard about Bulla dunking himself?
What?
He say Dallas is a great team. He say the Dallas Mavericks is a better team. He on the great team now.
He said he gotta say that.
Yeah, I mean that's the PR thing that you gotta say when you go.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that. Like he gotta sell jerseys out there, yo. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not. I expect that.
Embrace that.
And I saw what he said. It wasn't nothing egregious.
No doubt.
He was like he was glad to be on the team, that we made it into the playoffs, but like he's also looking forward to like seeing this team take the next step into the playoffs and being a part of that. Like that's what he said.
No. He was saying Dallas is a better team than the Knicks. That's what he's saying.
Hey, then he gotta say that.
That's that PR thing, right? So whenever you go to a new job, if you leave one corporation and you go to work for another corporation, you got to be all about
the best thing ever.
Yeah, look, this is the best thing I got going on right now, right? There's no difference between NBA players going from one team to another, none whatsoever,
none at all.
You gotta be the mouthpiece, especially when somebody sticks a mic in front of your mouth and says, what do you think about this, that, and the third? So one thing you're not gonna do, I'm not gonna talk about the place I just left because that's what you want me to do. I'm not doing that. What I'm gonna tell you is how excited I am about being in the position I am right now and what I can bring to the table to make this organization better. That's what it's all about at the end of the day. And if people don't figure that out, people talk about clickbait and all this other crap that we got going on, right? We're not doing, as grown men, providing for a family, that's not something that we do. We know where we are in the space. We know what needs to be said, and we know where we need to put our focus on. And it's where we are in the here and now. You know what I'm saying?
So what's your estimate? What's your estimate in terms of wins
this year?
Yeah,
50 to 55. Because look, realistically, we had 41 wins last year.
Yeah, it was 72 games though.
Okay, so but I'm saying I'm only talking about another 9 games that we can win with the roster that we got right now.
9? So 50? You going 50?
50 to 55. 50 would be my low ceiling. 55 would be my high ceiling.
Now you talking, because my number is 54.
Okay.
I feel like 54 wins is where we at this year.
I'm with you. I guess it's going to be dependent on a couple of different things. How healthy can we stay? That's number one. Health is key. Number two, we got additional pieces at specific places that we didn't have last year. So when you bring the point percentage for a Fournier and a Kemba into the starting five, I can't see how we don't gain it from the aspect, right? I don't care who we're playing against. The opponent is irrelevant to me at that point. We got guys that score on a clip 20 points a game. To where what was the average point total for the point guard last year? Starting point guard for the New York Knicks. What was the point total? What? 10, maybe? On a good day? On a good day? I'm just saying. I'm just so I just named 2 players that's gonna give you 40 points. Average 40 points.
Who's averaging 40 points?
Between Kemba and Evan.
Together they're gonna average 40 points a game?
Together.
Then you're talking about I think like 20-25 still from Randall.
Yes, Keith. That's what I'm saying.
And I expect 18. I expect 18 at least from RJ.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Well, I think Kemba and RJ should have like combined 40 points or 38.
That okay, I can roll with that. But I'm telling you right now, just based off of
Mitch is definitely giving me at least like 6 to 7.
And you know, if he get hot and he's healthy,
I'm just going off of history.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
6 to 7, and now we haven't even counted D Rose.
We didn't even talk about the second unit yet. So just the starting 5.
How we getting 100? We getting over 100. I just counted like 100 and what? 13, 14 out of just the first unit.
You gotta understand, this is a different era now. This is a different ball game.
But that's just the first unit, though. We're not even talking about like the 18 to 22 points that D Rose is putting up.
Right.
We're not talking about that yet. We're not talking about like IQ's minimum probably 12 points a game. We're not talking about that either. We're not talking about Obi probably kicking in 10. Come on, like this is ridiculous. Like this can't be right. This can't be right.
I'm telling you right now.
This can't be right.
I'm telling you right now that the starting 5 is going to average on a nightly basis at least 110 points a game. At least 110.
That's wow.
At least
wow.
And check this out, guys.
I can't ride to that yet, yo.
The only play defense. That's when teams really pick up their defense when we get to the playoffs. So you gonna see teams relax during the regular season. They ain't gonna be playing that hard defense. The only guys gonna be playing hard defense is the rookies because they want to make a name for themselves.
So that's fine, right? But what they will suffer is this: they will suffer the seeding. So when we're talking about playoff seeding, as we get closer to the playoffs, people are gonna start stepping their game up. But what they're not gonna do,
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
They're not gonna step their game up in time. So if we start early, I said this earlier, right? The schedule that I'm looking at right now, there's no reason why the Knicks would not be 9-1 after the first 10 games of the season. No reason whatsoever. If we come in hot and we're doing what we need to do, there's no reason why we can't be 9-1. None. And I'm going. Look, that's what I'm going with. That's what I'm going with.
Yep.
Heavy Reese, what's good? That's what I'm going with. 9-1. David Parker said,
G-Man, that chemistry too. When he goes 2 guys, that's Bullock and Peyton, and Frank, and everybody's good. Everybody knows each other, so we're gonna have that chemistry more than any team in the NBA.
And I think that's what CWC. I think that's what people undervalue, right? People undervalue the fact that we just added Kemba and Fournier, but that second unit is the same second unit we had last year. The same
exactly
we had last year. Look, I'm telling you right now, the NBA is in for a treat. They're in for a treat. And when people start talking about the Knicks and they want to jump on the bandwagon, I'm kicking them off. I'm telling you right now. I'm putting my big boots on and I'm kicking them off the wagon because I don't need that false love, right? Listen, we have been building this for a while. I haven't seen this in a decade. I've been a New York Knicks fan since I think I came out at birth with orange and blue on, for real. You know what I'm saying? And I'm 50 plus years old right now. So I'm telling you, when you see these guys step on the court and they're doing their thing, it's gonna be their thing. And you know, people gonna have to come to grips about what the New York Knicks are about, for sure.
Hey G-Man, question and Freaky Ty. You think Tibbs gonna go let the guys play on zone for a bit? You think he's gonna play a little bit zone?
I think it depends on the person that's on the floor and then what their skill sets are, right? I think that number one, I believe, and I said this again before, I think Tibbs is going to settle on a 10-man rotation, right? It's going to be the starting 5, and then it's going to be the second unit as currently constructed, unless somebody gets hurt. If somebody gets hurt, or if we are big, then he might interject someone else into the rotation. Those are the only two differences that I see happening right now. But I think that Tibbs, if he's smart, and he's a smart coach, he's been coaching basketball for a long time. So I would say that what Tibbs does from day one is he's building towards the playoffs, right? He's trying to understand, what personnel scheme set that he has that's going into the playoffs. Now, it may not be who's to say, and we had this conversation earlier, who's to say that rotation may not be if you feel like Kemba and Burks and Obi and RJ and Mitch have a better chemistry than whatever your starting five is. I don't know what that looks like. I really don't. Not my place to say. I'm just saying.
Burks is a very underrated player, by the way.
Yes.
And you can mess it up too. You can mess it up. You can miss the second unit up, or you can miss the starting lineup too.
Dude, we got a lot of multifunctional cats. Like, I love that we basically have like 2 D Roses or 2 Kembas, if you want to put it like that. And then, like, you know what I'm saying? Like literally, like, the gameplay is going to be similar. Mm-hmm. And that kind of like, that keeps the continuity of both the second unit and first unit on the same wave. And I just, so the whole team starts to really kind of operate like a machine. Like, it's easy to plug and play. That's what I like. So, like, if we get injuries, if cats go down, like, we got, like, capable, like, Burks is definitely a very capable backup to whoever 1 through 3.
Yes.
Paper eye.
Listen, I'm going to tell you this, right? And we talk a lot about these young players, right? So, what I don't want, I don't want this to be misconstrued. So, for me, the young players we have on the roster right now, I want them to be in a position to where they can learn from these vets. You have legit vets in front of them. They don't have to rush to success or play 30 minutes a game, whatever the case may be. They can sit behind a Kemba, a Rose, and a McBride can gain that knowledge set, right? When you got a Grimes, you can sit behind a Burks or RJ and figure out, hey, what it is do I need to do to be a great NBA player, right? These guys do not have to step out on the court day one and be productive. That's not why we drafted you. Because if you look at the way the roster is constructed, we don't expect for you to play.
We don't expect for you to play.
Exactly. Unless we blow.
At least I don't.
Me either. Unless we blowing somebody out or whatever the case would be. And I understand, again, Knicks fans, okay. I know y'all about to come on my throat right now. But I'm
the play the kids fans is definitely about to be on your neck.
Yeah, they are, but I'm gonna tell you this. If you ever do anything that's successful, the first thing you need to do is build a foundation. Foundational players are the starting 5 in that second unit. You want to think about this. Would you put your kid, your child that you birthed, that you raised, would you have them go into a job opportunity and all of a sudden, arbitrarily, you are supposed to be the next greatest thing? That's too much pressure. That's too much pressure on a young person, right? Because a young person doesn't have the intellect to be able to deal with the day-to-day things that go on in business, right? That doesn't happen. All I'm saying is this. The youngins we got, and I'm going to call them youngins, the youngins we got, I like them. I think that they have the potential to be great, but they need to play behind these vets that we got in the system right now. That's all I got to say.
And that's what a good team does.
For sure.
And the big question mark is going to be Mitch and that's who I think it's going to be. Mitch and they're going to have to step up the game.
No,
and Mitch I know you can.
Knox a lot more than
injuries,
Mitch.
but he got to be careful when he on the court.
Knox a lot more than Mitch, though.
Say that again, Victor. I can hear you.
Knox has to step his game up a lot more than Mitch.
Oh yeah. I just say they're gonna be the question mark on the team. What they improve up?
I don't believe. So I think a couple games out of the upcoming season, Knox will get some burn, but I don't think he's gonna get the look that people think he's gonna get the look for. Because again, notice the people that I named in the first and the second lineup, Knox was not involved in either one of those. Neither one of those. So where
okay, I got a question. Oh, my bad.
I feel like we'll see him in preseason. I think he was supposed to be shown in summer league, but like I feel like we'll actually see him in preseason and be able to. We'll speak from there.
I agree. Potentially, I think what hurt him was the fact that he did not play in preseason. Because I think that when we looked at, when we saw, what Quickly was doing, what Obi was doing with the youngins, with the McBrides, the Grimes, the Sims, you got the eye test, right? But when Knox wasn't allowed to play because of the COVID thing, then that kind of set him back for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Oh, let me give my boy. Hold on, let me give my boy his proper introduction up in the building, right? We got the closer up in the building right now.
The closer.
Boogie, what's good, my brother? What's good? I love that. I love the. Listen, I don't know why you ain't said that to me yet, but it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. What's good, my brother?
Hey, I send it to you, but they send it back. They said you ain't at the address. They said wrong address. Indiana and all types of stuff.
That means what it's
I'm a traveler, man, brother.
Hey, don't come back. I'm just gonna throw this out there. I'm just playing, but don't come back if you don't bring Miles back. What's up with y'all great men, man? How y'all doing, man? This Monday, man, back to business, back to work. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't like Mondays, but one thing a Monday I tell you is you got a job. So don't hate to go to your job on Monday. Be appreciated about you having that job, being able to start off your week, being able to accumulate some money and start paying towards your bills. You know what I'm saying? Stop being mad about Mondays because you roughed it out on the weekend, man. God bless you guys, man. What's happening?
Hey, it's all good, brother. Hey, happy Labor Day to you, my brother. I hope that you're able to enjoy, time away from labor to spend time with the family. You know what I'm saying?
Man, they call me to do a job. I don't care if it's Christmas. I'm moving you in. I got to get it.
Look, that's somebody that's serious about their money right there. That's somebody serious about their paper. I'm with you on that. I'm with you.
I hear y'all talking about the wins. I like that 50 to 53 range for us, man. I really like that. And I really like us getting that third seed this year. My reason why, because Milwaukee and Miami, they're going to kill themselves to try to get the number 1 seed. They're going to go all the way hard. Brooklyn don't have to go like that. They want to stay healthy. They feel like if they healthy, really, they feel like they can go in anybody's building and win a game in anybody's building. So I look for us, you know what I'm saying? I think we got a better roster than Atlanta Hawks, you know what I'm saying? I think we got a better roster than the Boston Celtics. I think we got a better roster than the Indiana Pacers, those type of guys. So I look for us to really be getting that, you know what I'm saying? At worst 4th, but I really want us to get that 3rd seed. We know for a fact that we need to get home court advantage. They know they owe it to themselves. They know they owe it to the organization. They know they owe it to the fans. Them guys is going to fight to go ahead and get a home court advantage this year. I would love to get 3, but 4, anything less than 4, I'm mad because I feel like we just that good. You know what I'm saying? This year, I like what we got going on. You know what I'm saying? I like the roster we got. We that deep. I like how they went and got all these type players. Nah, we don't have a problem with all these type players. The problem that we eliminated if anybody get injured, we don't have to go looking, knocking on people's doors to give them a contract who ain't playing. That's how deep we are. When Evergreen and them said 15, we really got a 15 this year. You know what I'm saying? We that deep, man. And I look for the bench to average anywhere from 50 to 60 points. And I look for that starting lineup, you know what I'm saying, to average anywhere 90 points. You do the math on that, that's a whole lot of buckets, a whole lot of points. I'm just exaggerating with that, but just imagine if we can get that right there. Just 85 points for the starting line. You say that's an easy number. Just 50 points from the bench. That's an easy number, knowing we got the best bench in the East. That's where I feel hands down. I don't care who Brooklyn's trying to get, who they trying to sign, man. They don't got everybody playing over there except for, you know what I'm saying, Michael Jordan, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, all them dudes. They still trying to get guys out of Freezy's draft the other night.
Jay Boogie, wow, boy, he wilding out today.
But it's real rap though. But it's real rap.
That's real, for real.
It's
Look,
real
I
rap.
tell you right now, I will put our top, the 10-man rotation that we have right now on our roster. I'll put them up against anybody in the East right now. Today.
Anybody. And that's not even an exaggeration.
Anybody. It doesn't matter who you are. Anybody.
And these are just the 10 guys that's playing, because we still got 2 cats. We still got more cats behind them that can actually play if cats go down.
That's right.
Yes.
That's right.
Yeah, look, people don't understand. And you know, I said this before, and I said this again. The first 10 games we play this season, when the season opens up, we will be 9-1. I'm gonna stick with that.
I'm with you, I'm with you on that, and that's good. Like, I feel like our first 10 games, and it's actually the numbers kind of lean towards that anyway. Like the first, I think 11 out of the first, 17 games is home games.
Yeah.
And like the first like, how many? I think they said like 18 out of the first 20 games is all teams that that didn't make the playoffs. Like we very well could eat like a nice, a healthy 10 game run.
Absolutely.
Healthy. And if we do that,
that's a glorious thing. Glorious.
And win all the bum series. Don't lose no game series to bums. We got a bum team in, and it's 3 games. We must, at worst, be 2-1. At worst, 3-2 in the 5 games. We must win the bum games, because they're gonna accumulate later on in the stretch. Because I think towards the ending of our schedule, we're a lot more on the road than we are at the beginning of the season. You know what I'm saying? That's what I think. And we only got 12 back-to-back games this year. That's great for us. 12 back-to-back. That means we're not putting a lot of wear and tear. You know what I'm saying? That means we're getting some rest in between some games. You know what I'm saying? I like that.
For sure. Look, gentlemen, if the season can start tomorrow, I will be ecstatic, because I'm excited about what we got going on right now. I'm telling you, I'm excited about the potential of so listen, it's been a long time since I've seen a roster constructed the way that this roster is constructed right now.
Dude, so well balanced, man.
Yes. And I think, Keith, that's what people don't understand, right? When you start looking at the roster, people start looking at names versus balance. What I look at is how a Kemba Walker accents a Fournier, and how a Fournier accents a RJ Barrett, and how RJ Barrett is going to make Julius Randle better, because that's going to allow him to space the floor. And then you got a Mitch out there that's coming back, and he got something to prove. Come on, stop playing with me right now.
And he got some size on him?
Yes.
Man, we ain't had competition like this since Rod Strickland was trying to get at Mark Jackson, since Latrell Sprewell was trying to get at Allen Houston, since Marcus Camby was trying to get at Pat Ewing, since Mason was trying to get at Oakley. We ain't had no competition like we got in a long time. And that's what I love and appreciate.
I kind of want RJ to get in a fight with somebody.
Yeah, get in the fight. Him and Burks. Yeah, get at what? I want to hear that.
I want to get a fight with somebody, though.
I wish I could be a fly on the wall.
Not even Randall. I want it to be RJ. Like RJ, like just like I need RJ to have a tussle, like a nice tussle, a nice little tussle.
Hey, Bell Money, can you hear it right now? I can hear Ian Beckley right now. I hear a report right now that, behind closed doors, we had a little small skirmish. It wasn't more than what they said. It was just a skirmish. R.J. Barrett and Burks. Yeah, that's what we need. Attitude. All these nice guys and all that. You knock a man down, don't reach your hand out to help him out.
When Katz was talking about Oubre, let's get Kelly Oubre. Man, he too pretty to do what we need to do, man. Like, nah.
We need the grungy and grimy. You know what I'm saying?
I need somebody ready to get busy. Like, no more photo shoots.
Yeah, no more. When the team play, when they look at our roster, I want them to be saying, "Oh man, we got this tonight, man."
It's like okay, like oh, we working tonight. Like we definitely ain't flipping. We definitely ain't flipping no bottles tonight on that court.
That's right.
Yeah.
Facts for sure. Welcome back, Charlie Ward, cousin.
I got word from Tibbs. He said he can't wait for the season to start. He got some brand new suits and stuff he didn't even bring about last year. He said his wardrobe is up to par.
Yo, I need all that. I need all that smoke. You know what I'm saying? So anybody that come into first of all, if you come into the Garden, understand that you're gonna get the smoke. You know what I'm saying? That's first and foremost. And if we come into your house, this ain't gonna be no easy win. To you guys' point, you know what I'm saying? We got a roster. Hey, y'all know
Boston Celtics playing Smart at the point guard and Struler coming off the bench.
What?
That's gonna be a disaster.
Say that again.
Smart for Boston Celtics, right? He's gonna be the starting point guard, and Struler coming off the bench. Yeah.
Of course,
that's gonna be a disaster.
Of course, Schroeder coming off the bench.
Yeah.
And Schroeder ain't gonna like that. He
getting paid bench money.
That's right.
He is right now. Right now he is.
He getting paid bench money.
So sometimes betting on yourself ain't a good thing, right? So
hey, that's why it's called betting. If you won every time, it'd be called winning.
You're right. $85 million to get what? 6, 7, 8?
A solid 6 million.
And look, the crazy part about it is this, right? This is what people don't understand, right? So when we start talking about different job opportunities and things that's going on, right? So you moved from LA, sunny LA, California, beaches, hot weather, and all this, and you moved to Boston. Have you ever experienced a winter in Boston?
He about to.
Oh, he about to be real upset. Look, I don't know if he married or not, but whoever.
He's German, so like he's experienced winter. He know what it is.
I'm telling you this right now, Keith. I'm telling you. Bro. Listen, Keith. As my man Richard Ricardo used to say, let me explain something to you real quick, right? So I spent 6 years in Fort Drum, New York, which is about 15 minutes.
I know away from Canada.
Yes, from the Canadian border.
I know exactly where Fort Drum is.
Next to the Great Lakes, right? And I told my wife then, I was like, listen, when I retire, I will never be any place in the United States of America that has snow, ever. Guess where I live at right now? I live in Florida. That's why.
With the palm trees, Eddie. With the weather, with the beaches. I'm happy out wait for you, G man. What's good? I'm in the first scene.
Hey, boy, look, hey, I'm gonna come holler at you, Charlie Ward's cousin. I'm telling you.
So you mean to tell me you ain't making no guest appearance at no games in the Garden this year? You just gonna wait till they come out your way, huh?
No. That's not what I'm saying, Jay Boogie. What I'm saying.
Okay, I was trying to twist it.
what I'm saying is this. There will be selective guest appearances, and they will be based on weather. If it's snowing, I ain't coming. I'm just telling you. If it's snowing, I ain't coming. But you know what I'm saying. But I love the Knicks.
What up, Quiet Money?
And when Jay Boogie and Keith in the building and GI and my man Cornstone and Freezy, hey, I got to show up. I got to pull up. You know, I'm gonna have to suck that up. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to do that.
Man, I gotta go, man. I gotta set it right. I gotta do something. Can you hear
All
me?
right, brother. Yeah.
I think the bad part of what Schroeder did, man.
All right, brother.
He made an uninformed bet on himself.